Welcome back to Let's Play Yoshi's Island. I know it's hard to believe, and I have some trouble believing it myself, but we're actually halfway through this adventure now. Well, we have a World 4 awaiting us now, and things are taking a bit of an autumnal tone. Notice the trees on the map have changed over, the grass is a bit of a rustic tone, and more than just that. These next few levels will contain quite a few homages to classic Mario. Well, you know, the four classic Mario games that got released before this one. But anyway, starting off, we have World 4-1, and it looks like Superstar Mario will be paying us a visit. Go! Go! Mario! We already have a Koopa right off the bat, and behind him, look at that, a Goomba! First appearance in the entire game. He's behaving a little unusual. Eyes staring mindlessly up at the sky, shuffling forward, and if you jump on him, well, that's not what's supposed to happen to a Goomba. You can actually ride on them. And given enough time, they'll unflatten themselves. A little unusual. It's very unusual behavior. You can actually take them out completely with a ground pound. Or eat them, you know. Very unusual for Goombas, but then again, I suppose you had Shy Guys fulfilling the usual Goomba role in this game already, so the Goombas themselves had to do something different. Of course, more pipes here, and a piranha plant. You know, traditional Mario stuff. We have paratroopers already. And look out, and that green one actually behaving similar to the green paratroopers in Super Mario Bros. 1. Ha! Now we have a piranha plant. Careful. Careful, let's take him out, and now, with a well-aimed shell. Ah, well, that's a bit of a waste. Did that Goomba really just jump over the... Well, that's disappointing. That's going to make this a little harder to do now. Oh, although that paratrooper respawning certainly helps things. Not enough. Wait. No, we're not catching that one. Well, as you heard, the pitch increases every time you take out an enemy, and in fact, if you defeat enough of them, you could actually get a 1-up just like in the other Mario games. Even though you don't score points from doing so, the 1-up is still a possibility. Good news is we'll have another chance to do that shortly. Alright, up here we have a winged cloud. Let's aim this shell up and let it get it for us. A few stars here, very nice. The system of pipes is a little confusing. Try not to let the Patuit come around and take a shot at you. Keep your distance from the cacti he shoots out so it won't nail you right as you're trying to eat it. Some bank shots here. That is not what I wanted. Or that. Bank it here. No, not like that. Damn, Let's Play curse. I'll get it right one of these days. There we are. There we are. Alright, more stars. A tulip there that we'll take care of a little later because what's an homage to classic Mario without a little secret cave? And here it's actually very pretty. In fact, these crystals actually change color every time you go in here. Yeah, just like those colored blocks from 1-6 and elsewhere. But if you notice there, you see a Shy Guy hiding behind that one. In fact, that means that little rider swap trap from the end of 2.5 is back in full force. Keep an eye out for any Shy Guys hiding behind a crystal like this one here. Notice we got some red coins here, plenty of them. There's a Shy Guy hiding back in that one. Go up further, keep your eyes peeled because they can get kind of sneaky. In fact, these last couple are rather difficult to see. One in there too. I believe that's it. Yes, it is. So in this little side area, well, bottom side, what have you, you can find a grand total of 85 coins, 5 of them being red, and the 6 stars in this crate. Quite the haul, if I do say so myself. Back up on the main ground, let's borrow this shell and toss it into the tulip. You get 8 stars. Not sure exactly how the tulip is floating in midair, or I'm not sure how they function in general, to be honest, but I ain't complaining. Stars are stars. We have a whirly guy here. And we'll do what we usually do with them. 2, 3, 4, and for extra effect, ow! Shut up. I'll get it right. Trust me. And for the 5th hit, there we go. Bill Blasters. Haven't seen them in a little while, but they certainly fit a Mario homage. Even though they don't quite resemble their usual selves. Here, quick grab the flower before the Koopa can get into his shell and harass you. Oh, she's gonna pop the cloud. We're so nice, aren't we? Interesting fact about these blue watermelons is that... I should have saw that coming, to be honest. Is that you can freeze Bill Blasters and freeze Bullet Bills right out of the air. Let's not waste one of... There we go. I was afraid I was out of eggs there. Alright. Get that red coin with the cloud. Get this hidden cloud. Cloud? Egg? I can't talk tonight for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, red coin, stars, onward, yada yada. Freeze the Bill Blaster. Take him out real easy. Careful, here's a whole lot of enemies. Get up here if you need to. Can't freeze all those Bill Blasters to get them out of your way. And in this last section, see if you can get as many eggs as you possibly can here. It will help in the long run. Well, by long run, I mean this very next section. Alright. This area seems rather nondescript, although now we're over a bit of a gorge. A nice middle ring. It's a precarious platform with those tilting platforms. There we go. And this area seems rather simple so far. Kind of easy, in fact. You know what would make it worse? Yep, they're back. So this area is a bit more precarious than 1-7, so let's use whatever means we can to get these fuzzies out of our path. Any hit takes them out. Let's make sure they don't overwhelm you with their sheer numbers. And they are everywhere. Here's a free egg, just in case you needed it. One up, quick, grab that. There we are. Whoa, okay, easy. Easy. Couple more paratroopers here. Just get these out of your way. A little further, and... Ah, screw it. You guys want to see it, don't you? Don't you? Fine. And as you can see, as soon as you start to move, Yoshi starts to stumble, and it gets very, very dangerous. Jumping around that jungle while you're in this intoxicated state was a little more bearable back in World 1, but this is a lot harder when you have some very careful jumps to make. The good news is, once you reach this point, it kind of wears out. Speaking of which, those fuzzies, the guys who did the original Player's Guide back in the 1990s had some fun with them, because the Player's Guide gave them a scientific name, and it is, I kid you not, dude, I'm freaking out on this. Oh boy. Anyway, let's move on from this rock formation that totally does not look like a woman in a thong, as far as the sensors are concerned. Onward, we have an unusually circular path up there. I wonder what that could mean, right? Some free Shy Guys. Come on, stay a while. There we go. There's that superstar bouncing around, of course. This message block reminding us of exactly what that thing is on the left. And with a well-timed egg, there we are. Wait for it to jump down. And we're off! Superstar Mario runs straight up these walls over the path that we went through before. Quick pit stop for a flower, and then onward. Goomba. Here we have another superstar. Run up the slope, and a gliding segment. Keep going as long as you can. Grab all these coins if possible. That was the last of the red ones, in fact. Just, ow. Cheap shot. Come on. There we go. Just a couple seconds short of having to use 20. So this is actually the first canonical appearance of the Flutter enemies. You notice these are these butterfly versions of the Wigglers. Have some similar personality traits to Wigglers. Hit them and they get pissed off and go straight for you. The good news is you can actually eat them, even though they're bigger than Yoshi. I'm not sure how it works, but I'm not complaining. This gliding section, if you manage to get everything there, has 75 total coins, if my notes are anything to be believed, including those 3 red ones, rather isolated. If you miss anything important, you can always just shoot eggs at them, and these floaters give you quite the supply to work with. But also, down here, and off to the left, there's an area you have to ground pound to reach. And there's in fact a hidden cloud here with a 1-up and quite the view, to be honest. It's actually really nice. The way this is kind of tucked away in a little hidden area reminds me of those secret landmarks in Xenoblade Chronicles. Tack that onto the list of things you didn't expect me to reference in a Mario game, right? So, before we reach the goal ring here, I want to use the 10 real fast. If I press the correct button, that is. And here we go! A little bonus minigame would be a nice little extra here. Can we get one? Looks like a no. Maybe I should stop jinxing it. 30, 25, 100. Onward from World 1, we reach World 4-1 on to World 4-2, and of course, it just wouldn't be a Mario homage without the second level being a cave. In fact, it's no ordinary cave. It's the cave of the Lakitus. And of course, we got to start above ground and enter via a pipe. A couple piranha plants here to harass us. This right here is the regular entrance to the cave. You know, the pipe's a little lower to kind of encourage you checking it out. But in fact, there's a secret entrance. I'm going to take a little detour here. This piranha plant was in fact guarding another way into the cave. This will drop us a little further off to the left than we would have otherwise gone. Here's an egg block and a rotating arrow cloud. We haven't seen arrow clouds at all since 2-2, and now they're suddenly back. They're reusing elements. And now we have to aim this just right. And voila! 1-up through destroying enough enemies in a row via a shell, just as I said you could! See, I wasn't making it up. I just failed horribly at showing it. But anyway, you notice that that 1-up is the only thing you really get from that arrow cloud, so if you happen to mess it up, no real harm done. It's a nice, safe way to show that mechanic. Of course, it will become important a little later. We have some waterfalls and some Koopas jumping down onto them. Whoa! That was a little too close. Okay, so pay attention to the next Koopa coming up here, because he's going to have green shoes at first, jump into the shell, and then become red. Yeah, go figure, right? So heading down these stairs, oh so conveniently placed here. I guess that's how the Koopas got up there, actually. We have the return of the wall Lakitus. I mean, this is their cave after all. And the return of a classic Mario item, the POW block. Yeah, those portable ones aren't the only POW blocks in the game. Go figure. I'm saying go figure a lot, aren't I? Let's hover up on... Whoa, I didn't even need to hover. Let's get on top of this POW block for more stars. And in fact, the range of the POW is affected directly by how far you have the screen scrolled. So if it's more to the left here... Well... Like I said, Tap Tap decided not to cooperate, because normally, if you can get him close enough, he'll get POW'd too. No, stay down there. Time out. This spring ball actually is a bit of a dud. It can't get you high enough to do anything. No, there's no secret cloud or anything in there either. So what you have to do is take this high one, big one, jump high enough to land in this little alcove here. Here's what I want to know. How does that wall Lakitu see us when we're down in this little area? I mean, there's a wall between us. Not like it can reach us, but still. Stars from here, and more importantly, a flower. So this time we're going to go on up and to the left. There we are. More wall Lakitus, and along with them, another POW... What? That is the weirdest thing. There is normally another POW block right up there just out of view, but this time it didn't spawn. Wow, if anyone knows why that happened, feel free to leave a comment. This is actually kind of fascinating. So anyway, let's take care of these the old-fashioned way. Some shy guys were jumping out of there. Come on, prove me right. There we are. And in fact, you can take the spring ball up here. You hover far enough to the left, you can actually get on top of this post. Yeah. Isn't a whole lot you get from it, but it's a cool little detail. I mean, it seems like every time there are one of these posts, you can in fact get on top of them. I am totally not stalling for time just in case there is something at the bottom of this. There wasn't. Didn't think there was. Oh well. Anyway, we're heading off to the right now. Vault over the... No, let's not risk it. Let's just take out the piranha plant. And here's another switch sitting in the open. And what must be the easiest hidden pipe to reach in the game. The area is technically a bonus, and... Whoa, wrong button. And in fact, if Yoshi begins to fall after hovering, press B again to hover some more. Use this technique and the magnifying glass to get all 5 red coins here. Like the block implies, if you have a magnifying glass in your inventory, feel free to use it here. It'll make things easier. So, this bonus area is based around hovering repeatedly in the air to to collect as many of these coins as possible. There are quite a few of them here. The good news is they make a path for you. So just keep hovering as necessary and follow the path, and things work out pretty well. Here we have red coin number 1 already. Just keep hovering. As soon as you see Yoshi start to fall, hover again. Red coin number 2. I am running out of things to say. Although, once again, this bonus area is rather unique. It's not like anyone we've seen before, and I gotta give them props for making every little hidden area feel like it has its own challenge to it and its own special little insert word similar to Secret here. Hovering a little further down, we have the 4th red coin. Ooh, that was close. No, that was the 5th one, actually. Apparently, I can't count to 5. So, if there are any coins near the bottom you missed, you can always just peg them. Or, as we go back up here, in fact, that switch respawns, meaning that, if you feel the need to, you can just go back down there and redo the bonus as many times as necessary until you get all the red coins. Here we have a Koopa wandering between 2 areas. Now that's one area with 2 sides, I suppose. The direction he'll go flying in when you hit him depends entirely on what side you hit him with. So make sure you hit his left side, and he'll go right into that flower. But worry not, if you end up getting that winged cloud instead, you can in fact, pardon my mistake there, hover right over from that raised dirt to get here anyway. There's nothing in these posts, but you can get the one up that was inevitably in that cloud. Moving further along here, we have some piranha plants, some precarious platforming to stay out of their mouths. Let's let them chatter amongst themselves. Onward to the second part of the Cave of the Lakitus, and, interestingly enough, you'll notice that wall on the left there is solid, which raises the question of how the hell Yoshi went through it. I guess those invisible pipes again. And actually, this shell here you want to push instead of eating and spitting out, because that'll send you straight to a flower, and it's kind of finicky about whether it'll reach that little area down there if you spit it out, so just push it. The red coin here beckons you to this pipe. And here we have a little side area again. Don't try anything fancy here. Wait for these guys to hover straight over you before you relieve them of their contents. Just right. There we are. Oh, okay, that was... I see, I tried to get fancy there. And see what almost happened? And back up here, and the minigame hut is right here. And we have another game of throwing balloons. This one is a little different, though, because there are now 5 inputs instead of 4. It gets a little more challenging due to that, but other than that, it's basically the same game. Ah, damn it. Well, if you do happen to win that, you can get a 2-up from beating it instead of just a 1-up. Yeah. Alright, and over here, down this slope that we cannot return from, you have the first middle ring of the level. About damn time, right? Now we enter, what I assume must be this Lakitu's, cavern wall. I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, follow the arrows and the platforms and you'll find yourself some coins. Make sure you dodge the wall Lakitu's where necessary, or just eat them out of the wall. A red coin. Nah, we'll let you live. A little further over here, we have another red coin. A rest stop with some stars. And we gotta be careful here. A well-aimed hover will get us down here to this flower without impaling ourselves in those spikes. And now for our final challenge. More rotating arrow clouds, but this time we have to hit a different one first. This time you want to time your aim. Okay, got a little lucky there. You'll You want to time your aim so that it's facing straight up as the egg gets there, so you want to aim just a little early. Don't rely on getting lucky like I did with that first one. As you heard, that was the final red coin and final flower. And if you didn't hear that, go into your pause screen and make sure you have them off, because you cannot return past these flippers, and it would be an awful shame to get past them, realize you missed a coin or a flower, and having to redo the level over again. Fortunately, past it, all we have are 3 final Lakitus and the gold ring. There we go. And a nice little bonus challenge. 30, 20, 5, 100. 2 for 2 so far in World 4. I should also mention that from here on out, we've seen every bonus minigame so far, so we'll only see rehashes of the ones we've already seen. World 4 has drawing lots. Oh, hello, Comic. Fancy meeting you here. As you can see, it's like the regular version, not the bonus one. Half of them are Comet. But anyway, we're through World 4-2 already. And so, next time on Let's Play Yoshi's Island, we take to the skies.